Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Man and Machine, episode 221 here with the PeakBot team, your household name for automated trading. Ben, happy Monday. How are you, man?
Good. Happy Monday, long weekend. Market was closed on Friday for Good Friday, of course. We were not live, so if you tuned in, that was a rerun.
Yep.
But then we had Easter. Dillon, how was your Easter?
Easter was good. I used it as, a holiday excuse to just eat from morning till night. You ever have Paris baguette? It's a chain.
No, I haven't. I've heard of it, but I haven't had it.
For me. Yeah, it's a bakery. They got all sorts of goods, and it's like, it's not Dunkin'. It's a bit more expensive, but it's not crazy. It's so good. They have like this waffle thing with Nutella and strawberry that I just crushed at 8:30 a.m. yesterday. So that starts my day. You know what I mean? Didn't stop. It was my dad cooked. We did ham, mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, those fried apples, with like the brown sugar and the cinnamon.
Oh yeah,
That's like
those are good.
favorite. That's like my favorite part.
Yeah, your dad definitely takes holiday cooking seriously.
Very seriously, and I go home with a whole fridge worth of food I say it should be like 3 or 4 days. It's like 1 or 2. But what about you, man? What was the best thing you ate? How are the meals? How's the time spent?
I don't know. Are you a fan of the ham? I'm not a fan of the ham that goes on at Easter. I'm just not.
I like ham.
I was at my wife's family, and with every holiday, there's always some sort of Italian dish. So there was lasagna yesterday, and that's my go-to. I love how they do that. There's always an Italian dish. Like for Thanksgiving, there's always meatballs and sauce. Yeah. And there was a lasagna yesterday, so that was good. Went with that. Happy with that.
Nice. Okay, very good. Yeah. No, my dad, he was like, well, do we just go full Italian? Because normally we will do the ham, the mac and cheese, the biscuits like we did yesterday. But I don't know, maybe he wasn't feeling it. And he's like, do you want to just, do a barbecue, or do you want to do Italian? I'm like, well, we always do Italian. We're going to have barbecue all summer. Let's just stick to it.
That's a good point. Barbecue all summer. Summer is coming up. Man,
I fired up my grill
onto the golf course.
Oh, I know. All right, Ben, honestly, it's going to have to happen in the next 7 days, or I'm going to just blow. So anyway, well, I don't know. How's the weather looking this week? We don't need to talk about that. We have so much else to talk about, but yeah, it's getting better as the days go, maybe. But anyway, all right. So Ben, you're right. Market was closed Friday. Good Friday. We are back. We didn't get a chance to do economic events on Friday. Maybe it's not a terrible idea while people are still kind of getting ready here to maybe even look at that first. I don't know. Sometimes it saves us. I don't hate the idea.
Yeah, and I was figuring instead of stocks in real life today, maybe we could talk about a new fun little project that we're launching, the Trade Roaster. Yeah, Trade Roaster is pretty fun. Let's do that. But we'll wait for people to start coming in for that. So let's start with economic events.
Okay, cool.
Get that up on screen. Right. Well, it used to
hate that
stand out to the whole screen for me, and there we go. There we go. Nice. Okay, so we did not have any positions going from Thursday into today. Long weekend, and I believe the bot was off because of VIX on Thursday. So there was potential for our 1DT bots to trade from Thursday going into today, expiring today, but that did not happen. We've got some data coming at 10 o'clock. We've got services data today into tomorrow. Doesn't look like there is much going on. So depends on how much VIX is moving over this weekend for our 1DT bots to decide if they want to get in a position from today going into tomorrow. And then we've got Tuesday into Thursday. Looks clean so far, except for this 10-year note auction, which will turn Max's bots off, and FOMC minutes. Now, FOMC minutes will turn the King Condor off. However, King AI and King AI Turbo, if it so chooses, will trade, be in a position from Tuesday into Wednesday and Wednesday into Thursday. So FOMC minutes are not on the blacklist for King AI and King AI Turbo. Then we've got Thursday, we've got some GDP data, PCE data, all pre-market, moving into a 30-year bond auction later in the day. And that's something that will shut Max's bots off. And then we've got Thursday into Friday, we've got CPI, so inflation data and Michigan Consumer Sentiment Report on Friday. So we've got some, we'll call it middleweights coming out this week and potentially disrupting our iron condors, but nothing. There's no one stack here that's too much for King AI and King AI Turbo to automatically turn it off.
It's funny you say that, because as you were getting going on this, I'm looking at the King AI results, which maybe I should flash for a second. We are still coming off of a loss relatively recently, right? Not last trade, but the trade prior to that was an $855 loss. Let me just pull this up really quick. I don't know if you know what I'm about to do, and you might tell me not to for the sake of the entire PeakBot community, but here's King AI. First of all, let me just we can go full screen on this just so everybody can see it. So I'll zoom in over here. These are all of the recent trades here. So you can see we're coming off of a loss on our trade that expired on 3/31. All right. And we're back on the horse here. You can see King AI since launch has never lost back-to-back trades. And Ben, correct me if I'm wrong, in 10 years of backtest data, I still don't think it ever took back-to-back. Oh, I lied.
No, yeah, I was going to say, I think it did once.
But right into the new year here, 21 to 22. We're still fighting that COVID fight, But anyway, my point is, Ben, I want to put on double units on my 5K account. See, I have a couple accounts I trade with PeakBot strategies. All right. But I'm thinking I want to go for it. Today feels like the day, or whatever the next trade is. I'm feeling ultra good about King AI. I will say King AI Turbo coming off of 2 losses. All right. So largest drawdown since live.
Two in a row, but 3 recently.
3 recently, 2 in a row. Lost 3 out of the last 4 now. Back tested and live trades would suggest that we may also be a good time, not financial advice, to turn this thing up.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It scares you a little bit, doesn't
it? Turbo. I mean, look at the data, and we knew that this was going to come. We knew that we were trading above, call it its means. But yeah, I mean, there's clusters. Look at these clusters.
Yeah.
So
I'm back tested now.
I think I've made it clear that my strategy is King AI, and this is not financial advice. King AI until we hit a loss, and then I'm going to roll the dice for 4 days with King AI Turbo, make up that loss faster, and then switch back over to King AI.
3 or 4 trades, right? Not 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, trades. Yeah.
And
I think we've got to stop referring to this bot as like 2 separate bots. It's kind of one bot with a standard mode and a turbo mode.
We're gonna go back.
I thought that's what we decided.
I mean, hey, we did. We kind of did. We just never really did it. So again, I'm not going to make any decisions yet. I'd like to see how the market opens today, but I was thinking about popping a second unit on this King AI here. I had a funny thought. I was like, hey, I've just been trading King AI Turbo when I feel like it. Obviously, the vertical wheel in my other account, but in this one, I also put on Shorbo when I'm feeling like it, which we should probably take another look at Shorbo too, because it's coming back again a little bit, and it might be time to turn it on or off. We got to take a look. But anyway, Ben, I had a very not humble thought. I was like, people should just copy trade me. I was like, hey,
what?
People should just copy trade me. I've been crushing it the last 6 months. If we look at my results for 6 months, I'm crushing it.
You should put your broker statements into the trade roaster.
Maybe a good transition there. I think I should. So Ben, let me hand it over to you. we can talk about your project here that we're spinning up, which is pretty cool. And I know there's probably more you're going to be putting into it. But why don't I take my screen down, and then whenever you're ready, you can put yours up there.
Yep, here we go. So this is just a fun little project that we've been working on over the last week or so. It's a trade roaster. It produces some fun results to read through. It's not released yet, so I'm not going to release the URL where this is at. However, if you do find it, it is live. But there are some bugs still. Most of the bugs come with the different outputs of trade logs that every broker provides, so on and so forth, whatever. So I think we might just stick with broker statements. Upload your broker statements. That way there's also, that reduces the chances that somebody's going to fudge their numbers and, put something fake in here. So the way this works is you go ahead, upload some files. So I'm going to upload some files for an account that has only been trading King AI. And I could get the April docs now too. Dillon, maybe if you want to pull your Tradier statement.
I'm doing it now, actually.
All right, cool. We haven't done this with your account. You click roast my trades, and then it'll go through and use its AI technologies to either roast you or praise you, depending on how your trades went. Now, considering that this account was only trading King AI for the course of the month or the year, I'd hope it comes out good. So we're gonna give the engine a minute to analyze these trades. And again, this is my Tradier brokerage statement. So it's not an Excel sheet where I can easily just flip a symbol from negative to positive. B-. Oh man.
Yeah, hey, you'll take that. I'd love it.
Yeah. Total return 32%. Made less money than a McDonald's shift manager while risking more than me. Wow.
Wow, it really got into you.
Oh man.
Now I don't want to do mine.
Man, you got to be like a super exceptional trader for this to really praise you. Yeah, I'm interested in what yours comes up with, Dylan, because we've tested this one. It actually comes up with a different grade every time I pop those statements in. So I do want to work on some consistency there. But do you have yours ready?
Well, you know what? Let me ask you. I just pulled in. It has all like the transfers and the options, like outside of the trades itself. Is that okay?
Yeah.
It's
the tax statement, right, that you're pulling.
Oh, okay. No, I was pulling activity from Tradier. You want me to just pull a statement?
Yeah, pull the brokerage statements for, I don't know, as long as you can.
Okay. How about I just do...
Well, as long as you on that account have only been trading like King AI or King AI Turbo.
Yeah. All right, cool. So here, I'll give you... You want to give me the link to put it in?
Yeah, impressive win rate that screams. I know what I'm doing right up until you see that profit factor. It's like being a world-class surgeon who occasionally operates with a chainsaw.
Nice. It really gets in.
All right, I'm going to put the link in the studio chat here.
Doug says, do you want fries with that portfolio?
Yes, please.
All right. Let me upload this. Choose files. Now, I did the 2026 docs. Whatever.
Okay.
There. Roast my trades. I'm nervous now. Because I don't know if all of 2026 was great. A lot of testing, a lot of trying new bots. But we'll see.
Yeah, that's true. That's why a lot of my accounts I can't really... Well, I do it to test this functionality, but yeah, I happen to lose a lot of money testing.
I promise our results are legit, but we're the ones in the lab cooking all the stuff up and messing up our minds and souls to produce the product that you take home at the end of the day. Oh yeah.
Are you gonna share screen?
No, I don't think we should.
No, come on, it's fun. It's fun.
All right, hold on. It gave me an F, Ben.
Yeah. So
and I hate to say it, I don't know if it's right. It's saying I have a win rate of 12.8%. Like that.
Yeah, that's not.
That can't possibly.
Looks like
be
some
true.
more work needs to be put into this, but
no, but it's fine. Let's just show you, because it is fine. The statistical miracle. Achieving 12.8 in options more like takes more skill than accidentally making money. All right, so the total return I don't think is accurate either. 41 straight losses.
It's probably factoring in your withdrawals.
Oh, it's definitely factoring my withdrawals. I'm like a prop trader. Anytime I have like $3,000 in profit on my $5,000 account here, I'm taking it. Giving it to the tax man. But look, it's probably not totally inaccurate, but if it's just 2026, my account's been doing nothing but making money. So we'll have to take a look at if it's.
I promise the roaster worked better over the weekend too.
Hey, it's okay. We're building it. And look, it really, if we're being honest with the people, this is just a way for, it's part of our funnel. I don't mind saying it, right? Like this is, hey, we want to get you interested. We want you to understand, hey, you're trading yourself. It's probably not going all that well. Let's show you why, and let's talk about reasons why you should be automating and get your time back and keep the emotions on the sidelines. So very cool. Ben, do you want to transition over into the bot shop?
Yeah, let's do the bot shop. Let's get that on screen here. We are in the final week of the vertical wheel, and this week we'll be talking about risk, running it live, position sizing, account types, what the bot handles, what the user handles, realistic expectations, so on and so forth. So I know we're going to be talking a lot about risk here and expectations, and I will preface with and continue to repeat throughout, this is not financial advice. We are not financial advisors. So this is all opinion and for demonstration purposes only. So what do we know about the vertical wheel? Well, we know that when you start the vertical wheel, we are not just selling cash secure puts, we are selling put credit spreads. And if you get assigned on that put credit spread, then the bot will, 1, see that you have shares, 2, see what price you were assigned those shares at, and 3, set up a combo spread selling the call strike price that matches the put strike price that you were assigned at, as well as buy a protective put for your shares for that particular week. So these are 4-ish DTE trades every single week. So again, this is about knowing what your bot is doing and running it responsibly. Now you can define for yourself what running it responsibly means, but with this type of strategy, we do see the math, air quotes math, play out over time to where this is a long-term profitable strategy, even though there could be some nasty drawdowns along the way, i.e. for me, TQQQ, my wheel on TQQQ in a drawdown right now. I caught the last few weeks, last couple of months actually, down, and my portfolio is paying for it. So, I'm still going to collect premium each week. I'm going to rebuild towards those losses. The wheel, as a reminder, typically does best in a neutral to bullish market. So again, over time, you typically see the market in a neutral to bullish pattern, which is why so many people like to trade the wheel. So when thinking about position sizing, how much capital are you risking per spread? So let's just use, let's go back to an example that we were using. Apologies for
that's all right.
Flipping back and forth. So here, let's take this as an example. We sold the 580 strike, right? And then we bought the 566 strike. So in reality, in this example, our margin requirement is roughly $14 times 100. So $1,400 to get into this trade. And we're going to get a 90-cent credit for putting that margin into play. Now, if we were to get assigned shares on SPY at the 580 strike, well, that means we would have to spend $580 times 100 shares per contract. So $58,000 to purchase those shares if we were assigned. And I realize this says call right here. We're just pretending it's a put. So if there was a $14 spread, $14 wide spread. Here we go. Then you would need $1,400 to actually place the trade. However, if you were going to be assigned those shares, you would need whatever the strike price is times 100.
Yep.
Because there are 100 shares per contract that you sell. So here's just a chart where you could kind of get a feel for what your overall risk per trade could be and what percentage of your portfolio that actually maps out to. And then, that assignment reserve, if you will, you want to have enough cash to actually take those shares. Now, if you don't have enough cash, your broker could potentially close down your spread for you early, or at least the contract that will assign you the shares early, meaning just before assignment would happen. Tradier's done that to me a couple of times on some smaller accounts, and I like that feature that brokers provide. However, if they don't, and you do get assigned shares for more cash than you have in your account, you'll get a margin call where you will either need to dump your position or put more cash into your account to keep the position. Margin calls aren't fun.
We've had those early days.
Oh yeah, it'll still happen.
Remember the PB Iron Condor margin calls on SPY and Qs?
Yeah.
Those were fun.
Yes. Those were crazy. We won't get into that. Anyways, setting realistic expectations. So knowing what we know about the vertical wheel, what can we expect? So let's talk about win rate. We've got, based on the 35 delta being sold, we've got roughly a 60 to 65% win rate. Now that is full win, meaning at the end of the week, the price of the underlying finishes above my sold put. I collect all that premium, that contract expires worthless, and we just rinse and repeat starting the next week. Now there's about a 20 to 25% chance that you're going to get assigned. Again, that's based on the sold strike and the bought strike that is between the 10 and the 35 delta. And then we've got a max loss scenario, which that put is usually sold right around the 10 delta. So call it a 10 to 15% probability of a max loss. That means that at the end of the week, the underlying price is below your put credit spread. So it's below the sold strike and below the put strike. You just take that max loss like a champ, and then you get back on the horse next Monday and keep trading. So what does the bot do for you? Again, this is a recap. It's going to handle the entry, strike selection, expiration selection, mode switching. So if you're assigned shares, it's going to switch from selling a put spread to selling a combo spread. What is your responsibility? Well, you've got to monitor your account health and your capital availability. If you're trading the wheel on QQQ, and you don't have, the 60 grand or so to purchase those shares when the time comes, just know that and know what the potential consequences might be. And if you don't have that much cash, there are other options on our wheel watch list. Maybe Dillon, you could pull up the wheel watch list on your screen, so we can flip over to that in a minute. But there are other options on the wheel watch list for you to trade at a lower dollar value. Additionally, you monitor drawdowns and your own emotional state, right? As much as we love to use bots and take emotion out of the game here, humans will always find a way to put emotion back into trading. So you're going to be checking your account. You're going to be looking at your P&L. You've got to be comfortable with the overall long-term theory of this strategy. Otherwise, you're going to see a loss in your account and you're going to cut and run before you've even given your portfolio a chance to play out over the long run. And then finally, monitor bot notifications, any alerts. If you need to reconnect your broker and the bot's not working for you, you've got to fix that up. If you need help fixing that, we've always got our support chat, but that's on you to monitor. So let's take a look real quick. We have one more slide, but let's take a quick look at this watch list, Dillon, if you want to pull that up.
Sure. So this is the vertical wheel watch list here. You can find this within your PeakBot account here. If you're on your home screen, you can click on watch list at the top. All right, and that's going to bring you over here. You'll see a couple old bots, a new bot coming up. Maybe we should put a note on that, like PMCC coming soon, and these are old.
Yeah, true.
Just thinking out loud here. Because Vertical Wheel is technically the only bot that's active among these watch lists here. So what we can see is this is our list that you can select from if you want to wheel with PeakBot automatically. You got, I always like to go from buying power highest to low, just so we can kind of understand what we're working with here. So we can see at the top, SPY, QQQ, Gold, IWM, Gold Miners, GDX. We got TLT, which is a 20-year treasury bond. SQs, which is the inverse of TQs here, which has been Ben and I's play as of late, although not fun. I have it turned off the last month probably, but I felt a lot of what Ben was feeling there too. Silver and IBIT. So you can see here, this is a Monday to Friday strategy, as Ben's talking about. You got to have this cash available just in case we do end up buying the shares and getting assigned. You can see right now the trend is not our friend. You know, we're in a bearish market. Ben, remind me, we haven't talked about this in a while. The trend indicators for our watch list here, is it the 3-month EMA and then taking the last 10 days and the last 3 days and determine, are we still doing that same approach for these watch lists?
It's a little more complex than that, but yeah, okay. It's that same concept.
More data involved. So all that to say that, you know, the macro trend on the market and a lot of these ETFs is bearish, except for SQs. Gold Miners is just hanging on to a neutral trend, but as you can see, there's a lot of opportunity here. You know, when the market is right, but you know, all the strike prices and everything else, premium, max loss, ROI, it's all there for you. So TQs will always find itself toward the top of the list when you do look at the ROI percentages, because it is a triple leveraged, you know, ETF. And anyway, Ben, I've nerded out on that enough. Why don't I kick it back to you?
Cool. All right, flip it back over here, and we're going to talk about some common misconceptions for the wheel strategy. So we'll go through this, and that'll just about cap us off for the vertical wheel bot itself, and then we will talk about what we want to do next. Yeah. All right, so common misconceptions. Assignment means I lost money. So assignment shifts you into the combo spread mode. You might have an unrealized loss in your account, but the bot actively works to exit at a cost basis. Many assignment cycles result in a net positive position when you include the original credit plus the premiums you earn on that combo spread. Now that's not always the case, because price might continue to fall and you might have to exercise that put option that you bought at the 10 delta. That actually happened to me on TQQQ last week or 2 weeks ago, whatever. I think it was 2 weeks ago, because last week was a solid week. Collected, I think, $80 in premium off of one spread, so that was nice. Second, I should override the bot when I think the market is going down. So debatable, but the bot's edge comes from consistency. Skipping weeks or manually closing position breaks the statistical advantage. If you want less exposure, reduce your amount of contracts. Don't second guess entries. Again, not financial advice. You know, you could always take that capital, reallocate that capital to a different ticker, which is what I like to do sometimes. Through this down cycle, though, I haven't traded SQQQ. I've just been wheeling TQQQ.
I know a couple people who have, and they're liking it, but that gets, you got to be plugged in. You got to know when to flip that off.
Yep. So third is the 35 delta means I'll win 65% of the time, guaranteed. Obviously, nothing in this industry is a guarantee, but the delta is an approximation based on current conditions. Real win rates will depend on market regime, volatility, and timing. So a 60 to 65% is a realistic range. Win rate is a realistic range and not a promise. And then finally, I need a huge account to run this. Well, you can run one contract on a smaller account with some of those tickers that Dillon had up on screen. It's all about sizing your positions appropriately so that way you are comfortable and you cater to your own personal financial situation. The bot's just here to do what the bot does. The bot isn't here to tell you how much to trade with or what to risk. So we count on you to be smart and scale when you are comfortable.
Absolutely.
And Dylan, that just about wraps us up for the vertical wheel here. What do you think we should cover next?
I have something I was going to tease that I think is pretty cool. A lot of work that still needs to go into it. But do you know what it is? Do you know what I want to show?
I have no idea.
My pricing value sheet. Basically, it's a results tracker. All right, for PeakBot based on the bots in which you may be trading. Now, this is not a model portfolio, although it does show a few different options. It's not financial advice, and it's just strictly based on the bots that are available for the cash that you have in your account and what results are attached to it. Ben, I don't know if you had a chance to look at this. I just whipped it up over the weekend, but I'm not going to expose us here. I'm just going to get this on screen separately really quick, and then we'll get it up. Ben's like, oh boy.
Yeah, I haven't looked at this at all.
All right, it's really good. I just made some updates. All right, so look, I'm gonna zoom in. All right, and there's like, I would change the header for, keep the alpha and whatnot. All right, so what this is, I know again, model portfolios. This is not financial advice. There's a couple things I want us to recognize here. There are 3 portfolios. These numbers do assume that you're on Tradier Pro Plus, because why wouldn't you be, you fools? If you're paying Tradier $35 a month, you're on Pro Plus, and it eliminates almost all of your equities and options fees on trades, with the exception of SPX, which does get down to 10 cents per contract, which is awesome. Okay. So what we have here is portfolio A, which only requires $6,000 in cash, which is King AI Turbo, BenBot, and Shorbo. Okay, so we got 2,000 behind King AI, 2,000 behind King AI Turbo. BenBot has 1,000 behind it, and Shorbo has 1,000 behind it. All right, so that's how we get to it. If we were to take a look here, you can see based on the cash needed and the total units you're trading, this bot, and Ben, this is live returns, okay, for the core 4 bots here. This does not have the wheel included. All right, okay. So you can see the monthly net ROI, and I think we're going to feed in our live data results tracking sheets into this, Ben, so it is going to get live and updated for people. So you can see monthly net ROI after all fees, just on your $6,000 for this portfolio was $1,488, call it $1,500, which is a monthly cash on cash return on deployed capital of nearly 25%. And it does show you your annualized, which again, like, we don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. I'll probably switch something like that, but that is just scaling the monthly ROI throughout the year. So this is fantastic. As you guys can see, King AI, awesome monthly return. King AI Turbo, even better, even though it's shorter data. BenBot with the new approach, if you're maxing your units here, 17.5% return. That's $175 on your $1,000 you're putting behind it. And Ben, Shorbo just about break even. I think it's down $62 since launch. And when you scale that out over a year, or over a month rather, you're getting this minus 1.3% return on your cash, which is $500 per unit on that. So this is nice. And now you can come and see, hey, if you were going to be playing the core 4 here, okay, you also need 25K in your account, just to make it very clear, if you want to trade BenBot. So we'll again make that update, but we're talking about cash actually used here. So portfolio 2, this is if you're now doing vertical wheel on TQQQ with an assumed, now this is not live, but an assumed return of 2% per month. No fees on that, of course, with Tradier Pro Plus. So you can start to see the power here. This is now $11,000 in capital used, $1,500 in returns, a 14% monthly ROI. And then we go to portfolio C, which is the core 4, as we see here, plus vertical wheel on SPY. Okay, a lot more capital intensive. And we're going to see a vertical wheel average return, again, not live track, but average return of 1.5% monthly. Okay, so now we're talking $76,000 in cash needed, a $2,500 monthly return, which is 3.3%, and an annualized number of $30,000. Okay, so again, nice. There's a lot. Go ahead, Ben. I don't know if you have thoughts, but It's a lot more that's going to go into this, but this is to just show, hey, whether you're just getting started here, you still want to be diversified. Make sure you have enough cash to come and do that. That's why we qualify our users, right? We want to make sure you got 10K at least to be trading with. This is getting a little bit more involved, even more diversified, less risk. And then if you got the cash and we can be doing everything here, it starts to get, a lot of fun and a lot less risky too. So anyway, more to come on this. Anything you want to add, Ben? If not, we can move. Sorry.
What? I said good job.
Oh, hey man, thanks, dude. Hey, live compliment on air from Ben. That's always fun. But yeah, look, more to come on that, Ben. I found myself and our team, when we're on phone calls with people who are interested, they're like, look, I get it. I love the fact that this is an automated bot, but show me the numbers. They're like, okay, yeah, it's easy to use. I love it. But am I making money here? And if I'm making money, great. What am I risking to do it? So I think that's what's laid out here for you, and we'll continue to build on this. But I'll tell you what, I think that's a weapon when people see, hey, properly diversify, and there's a lot of opportunity to put some money in your pocket here with fully automated strategies. So not without risk, but our bots have been killing it, man.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
All right, what do you say we get on out of here? Is there anything else we should cover? No, there it is.
Nah.
All right.
Nah, let's get to work.
Ben, did Judge hit 1 or 2 home runs in the home opener?
Just one.
Okay. I was in ShopRite as I heard a guy, a worker go, "Oh, Judge just homered," and I literally outwardly said to myself, "Damn." I was truly thinking about putting a bet on Judge to homer in that game. And odds probably weren't even that good. But
Ben Rice is hot.
Yeah, he is.
Bet on Ben.
All right. Well, I'll be betting on multiple Bens. Ben Bot, Ben Rice, BC. Listen, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be live again Friday for Automation Station episode 222. Throw your twos up. Maybe we'll do something around the number 2. And we'll be live at noon. Thanks so much for tuning in. And as always, we'll see you at the peak. Take care, everybody.
You know how the financial world goes. Here comes the buzzkill. Please make sure to take some time to read this boring disclaimer. We will owe you one.